All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to say Kohaloyim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachakdash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of great millstone who rule and teach well, where I learned this truth from. Peace, mercy, and blessings to the hopeful elect that believe on this truth and sincerity. It's your brother Yahweh Khan coming through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai from the GMS Cleveland branch of Lord, willing it to be edifying. You know, this is something through the spirit. You see this video I got pulled up, which I'm not going to play for the sake of the lesson, you know, but it says beyond the reset, okay? An animated short film, which is a very good depiction of the inward thought of the wicked elite, the ruler class of society, which are the biblical Edomites, you know, the so-called Caucasian race, they're elites, they are the biblical Edomites, okay? And their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, which I'm gonna grab that precept. But Lord willing, I'm gonna link this in the description box. Then you need Bible Kushah. Check this out. I highly suggest it. Okay, because when you watch this, okay, we know that these devils they want to establish uh their 2030 agenda, so to speak. They want people to own nothing and be happy. You had the animated Cotton Schwab in here, okay, but along with people owning nothing and be happy, everybody will be boxed in. Okay, you have the 15-minute cities. That's a hot topic. Okay, matter of fact, I just go to it. Psalms chapter 49, verse 11. Their inward thought, okay, what these devils think and what they plan to do is all go lead up to what? It says their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Okay, and for they system to continue on forever. Well, I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "In their dwelling places to all generations, they call their lands after their own names." And for this to happen, this wicked society to continue forever, they must do away with the truth. They must do away with those who oppose this NWO, not just necessarily prophets, but you also have Edomites, okay, and other heathens that's not gonna um agree with what they trying to establish. But for them to establish it, okay, this truth must be done away with. Okay. And anybody that opposes this, it tells you that Revelation the 13th chapter. Okay. Because going back to this, when you watch this, you have everybody boxed in at what looks like a what they call a detention center or something like that, you know, Salakia. But and it was to the point where they were still wearing masks inside of there. And when you watch it, it tells you several years after the so-called reset, okay, which is not gonna be no several years after the so-called reset. Okay, let's go to Matthew the 24th chapter. Hold on. Matthew chapter 24 and verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. And that's another thing too when you watch this. They was they the devil was these devils were saying that, which that's something they saying now, is that cow farts emitting too much CO2 or something of that nature. Every cow fart makes it hotter, and that's why we got global warming and just things of that nature. Okay, so no flesh will be saved, no beast, because here in this um video, they it was a cow extinction act or something along those lines, where they wiped out all the cows. Then they came in with they beyond meats, the beyond plants, the beyond food, you know, the crickets and things of that nature. So Matthew chapter 24, verse 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Who is the elect? Okay, the chosen remnant of the nation of Israel, so-called Latinos, Negroes, and Native Americans. Okay, that's why the day is gonna be shortened. Okay, to so that the elect could be saved. Okay, once Yahweh shall return. But let's go to Romans the 8th chapter real quick. Well, we'll go to the blue letter because it's a this is it's short but it's powerful. It's a lot said, you know, in that film. It's like Romans chapter 8 and verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creature, which represents the creation, all creation, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Okay, so all creation is waiting for the devil to be taken down. Okay, the Edomites, for the nation of Israel to be set up, beginning with Yahweh shall return. This is what all creation is waiting for. That's why you have the earth fighting back. You have earthquakes. You have beasts starting to attack these Edomites. Okay, because everything is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. Let's go into the word manifestation. Apocalypse. Okay, a disclosure of truth. Okay, it's going to be made clear. It's going to be disclosed who the sons of the Most High is once Yahweh shall return and beams up his elect. Okay, it tell you how they're going to be amazed at the straightness of our salvation. Okay, it says a manifestation appearance. Okay, so all creation is waiting for Yahweh Shah to return. Okay, and redeem his elect. Let's go from there to Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And when you watch this, you had a one character that the whole film was focused on. I think it was only two characters that actually, well, three characters that popped up. It was a Edomite looking character. Then you had his neighbor across the it wasn't even a street, but you could say across the street or across the center, however you want to put it. He would come in and wave to him every morning. Okay, while he sip his coffee, he got up at the same time every day, brush his teeth, go stand on his balcony. After a couple of days, they told him he had to wear a mask on his while he was on his balcony because there was another pestilence going around, you know. And there was another character was his wife who left him before the reset happened because he was telling her about the how it was what the least had planned to do, you know. But the thing is, he wasn't rejoicing. That was the point. That was the point. He was not rejoicing. You could see it in his face. Okay. You see it in the face of the people now. Nobody is rejoicing. Nobody is happy the prices are going up. People getting laid off. So obviously the righteous are not in authority. But to finish out that precept, Proverbs 29:2 says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear the rule, the people mourn. Okay. We had an NLT. When the godly are in authority, the people rejoice. You see? But when the wicked are in power, they groan. Everybody is groaning. Okay. And not just everybody, but all creation. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 24 and verse 4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. You see, the earth is mourning as well. And the world languisheth and fadeth away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. You see, because they have transgressed the laws. The Heavenly Father set up laws, statutes, and commandments to be followed, okay, to be implemented within the earth. But the rulers, the inhabitants who are the Edomites, the children of the wicked, they have transgressed those laws. They have made rebellion against the Heavenly Father a standard, and it's going to increase. It says, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. Okay, so that's why everything is in a state of mourning, because when you don't follow the law, statutes, and commandments set up by Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah, that institutes death in the earth. That's why I tell you how cool the second chapter, he is as death, because everything he does is contrary to what the scriptures say. And anything contrary to the scriptures is death. Let's go to Proverbs, the 8th chapter. Proverbs chapter 8, verse 36. But he that sinneth, almost verse 35. For whoso findeth me findeth life and shall obtain favor of the Lord. This is speaking from the perspective of wisdom. Okay, you find wisdom, you find life, and you're going to obtain favor of the Lord. Verse 36 is the point. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul, or that hate me love death. And the biblical Edomites, so-called white men, beginning with the least, they hate the scriptures. They hate Yahweh Bashim Shah. They hate the wisdom of the scriptures, the understanding of the scriptures. That's why everything they do is contrary. Therefore, they love death. Okay, they love death. Let's go from there to just some quick. I'm gonna close out with this. I highly suggest whoever may be watching this to watch that video. It's Sirach chapter 10 and verse 4 and verse 3. An unwise king destroyeth his people. Okay, and the destruction starts mentally. Okay, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. The power, there's the point, verse 4, the power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord. That's why these devils, their inward thought is not going to be established. You know, for everyone to own nothing and be happy to be boxed in, to be eating lab grown meats, lab grown plants. Okay, it's not going this. Hold on, let's go to Salakia. Get this real quick. Job chapter 5. Let me get right to the point. Verse 12. He disappointed this the Heavenly Father. He disappointed the devices of the crafty being the Edomites, beginning with the wicked elite, because they are they are because the devices is the things that they plan to do, they thoughts, their intentions, the things that they are calculating behind the scenes. Okay, the Lord is going to disappoint those things, but the point being, they are calculating things in a crafty way, in a crafty manner. Like over the past year, you had the scam Slimic, okay, which is cunningly devised, okay, condition everybody to adapt to more um digital transactions, and people prefer to have it that way, okay, in order to get people ready for the tiny technology, Revelation 13 and 16 on down. But the Lord is going to disappoint, okay, he is going to cast down their imaginations. It says he disappointed the devices of the crafty so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay. They are not going to be able to perform their enterprise. Going to the word enterprise. Thawashaya. Thawashaya. Wisdom. Success. Okay. Abiding success. And we know they have left hand wisdom, which is false wisdom ultimately. Okay. And they're not going to succeed. Why? Because Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shah is going to return. Okay. Going back to Sirach 10 and 4. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable. Someone who has a thought of making cows become extinct because them farting is contributing to global warming is not profitable for the earth. Someone who pollutes the waters with all these train derailments, okay, killing all these animals within a few miles radius is not profitable for the earth. Someone who is polluting the seas to the point where you have different fishes and whales beaching themselves, which is a nice way of saying killing themselves, is not profitable for the earth. The person who is profitable for the earth is Yahweh Shah. Okay, but just some click through the spirit. I'm gonna link this in the description box, Lord willing. Closing on say call Elohim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Badash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule and teach well where I learned this truth from, peace, mercy, and blessings. To the hopeful leg that believe in this truth and sincerity. Till next time I say, Kwam Yasha Allah wa Mawaf Lababor. Shalom.